I'll see the hat. What a night in New York City. Edgar Berlanga, sad to say, man, you let Oscar Delahoya get the last laugh. How the hell you do that? Oscar should never get the last laugh. He's way too easy to make fun of. But now so are you. I don't know if it's the same, side of things for what you can make fun of Oscar for, what you can make fun of Edgar for, but you're definitely not a superstar like you claim to be. All that throwing money at Oscar and all that.
Trip up. Look at me. Look at me.
Is that a Louis?
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah. Yeah, for you. Look, remember this shit? Remember that shit?
Wait. Oh, yeah. Hey,
shit?
I do actually.
Yeah, remember this shit?
First of all, sit down. You have no world titles. You have no world titles. Oh, yeah, let me put them on now. Let me put them on now, baby. I got some on right here for you. Come here, I got some right here for you. Wait, listen to me. Listen to this. This guy's not even Puerto Rican. I've been asking for your Puerto Rican passport. Where is it at? Where's your Puerto Rican passport? Where's your Puerto Rican passport? I'm more Puerto Rican than you.
Stop robbing fucking
I'm more Puerto Rican than you.
Stop robbing fighters, man.
Talking about? Hey, your jewelry is as fake as your wins. That jewelry's probably fake as hell.
bitch.
Hey, Isaac.
You my stripper. You my stripper.
Hey,
you my stripper.
I bet you're kind of wishing you had that money back. You're probably going to need it. Spending all your money to be around rappers and, buying chains and shit like that. Seems like the successful route of your career is probably over at this point. Y'all got to start putting some respect on Oscar De La Hoya, man. Let me be honest about that. He's still the golden boy, you know what I mean? Yes, he likes to put on lady clothes. He got fake-ass abs, for sure. Not discrediting any of that, all right? But at this point, I don't know, the way Edgar looked, I bet Oscar get his old ass in there and probably beat his ass. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Don't disrespect Oscar like that. He crazy as hell, does a lot of coke, does a lot of wild shit. But he's still the golden boy, so put some respect on my boy. Yeah, Edgar, honestly, a little bit of amateur problems that you got going on. Doesn't move his head well, all those videos that he posts with him doing, crazy defense work on the ropes and everything like that. I've never seen him actually do any of that in a fight. He just didn't have it, Doesn't know how to really use his jab and make the fight technical at all. He just moves forward. He relies way too heavy on his power. And, he even put himself in the same category as Mike Tyson, and put himself above Mike Tyson, as a matter of fact, saying that he's got more knockouts than Mike Tyson. Should never put yourself in that same category as one of the greats. Sad to see. Like I said, I'm never praying on anyone's downfall, but to me personally, Edgar kind of got what he deserved coming into this fight, just being way too cocky, way too arrogant. Like I said, all this shit with Oscar throwing money at him and talking shit to him, the way he disrespected Hamza throughout the entire build-up to the fight. Poetic justice, some may say, Hamza was able to go in there and make sweet chin music, you know what I'm saying? Dropped his ass 3 times. Each time, it's like these guys don't learn. I mean, he was able to take the 8 count, but immediately it's like his heart takes over and he starts beating his gloves together and he's just so eager to get back up and immediately gets back up and just wants to get his money back. I mean, I can't disrespect him for that, you know what I mean? Like, you hit me, I want to hit you back too, but in a case where you're badly hurt, you gotta put a different gear on and start to move around a little bit and protect yourself better, and he didn't have it to do that. So that was a bit sad to see. Hamza, man, to be honest with you, when I saw in the back during the Shakur Stevenson fight, they were showing them warming up, and I saw that Hamza was part of the Wavy Navy gang. I didn't know bro was wavy like that, you know what I mean? I'm pretty convinced at this point that he showed up to the arena with, unlaced butters on, blue jeans, and a wife beater with a do-rag on. You know what I'm saying? Bro was in the back wavy. We should have known. You know what I'm saying? Bro's way closer to being the king of New York than Edgar Berlanga will ever be at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So, anyway, it was a good fight. I'm excited to see what Hamza does next. I'm not sure if he gets the Canelo fight. Canelo's, you know, he's always going to be looking to move on to bigger and better things. And right now he's got Bud in front of him. And, you know, I think on my end of things, that's a tough fight. I'll do a video breaking that down, how I feel about that. But we're not going to get too ahead of ourselves on what Canelo's going to do next after the Bud fight. And that's all, because like I said, that's all dependent on how that goes. So there's that. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur fought a great fight. I think that at the end of the day, he put an end to all the running shit that everybody talks about. You know, he's not really a runner. He's a technical boxer. You know, he's got weak hands. You know, and at the end of the day, there's a comparison now, as you can see, that to the way that he fought William Zepeda. There's a comparison you can give there to his defense and the way he fights to Floyd in the later part of his career when he fought. Floyd in fights like, you know, the Canelo fight, the Miguel Cotto fight, he didn't run around, you know what I mean? He didn't want to hear all that. He stood his ground and he beat the shit out of them boys, to be honest with you. So I think at this point, it was basically the same that Shakur Stevenson was able to do. I think he got hit a little bit more than Floyd definitely would have ever gotten hit. I think at the end of the day, the combinations he puts together, they look good against a guy like Zepeda. But to me, those combinations should have done a little bit more damage. I think I saw that he was hurt a couple of times. I know he's saying he wasn't hurt. He was just more off balance. But in my opinion, he looked like he was hurt. You know, you guys let me know in the comments how you feel about that. If you think he was hurt, to me, he was hurt. At the end of the day, like I said, still fought a great fight. I still felt like he pretty much dominated the fight. A lot of people said it was closer in their eyes. I didn't really feel like that. But I feel like Zepeda did his thing too, you know. But I think at the end of the day, that pressure and that pace starts to wear off and the technical boxer starts to take the lead. And that's what I felt like happened in this fight. So hats off to Shakur Stevenson. I think he's calling out, you know, the top guys now. He wants the Tank Davis fight real bad. Oh, Tank, I don't know what Tank's up to. I'm not sure Tank's really interested in fighting anybody but his baby mama at this point. She needs to stop signing that B-side, you know, agreement every time, because he's just way too eager and ready to put hands on her than he is to fight Lamont Roach again, or Shakur Stevenson or any of the other top guys at this point. So, sucks to see it. You know, I feel like Tank's always in this weird mind frame where he kind of acts like his life is real bad. You know what I mean? I understand he comes from a shitty background. I get all that for sure. But I don't think majority of us come from like riches and, you know, a bunch of great shit either. I think a lot of us have a lot of hardship and things that we have to go through in our life too. And the fact that he came into money and was around people with money and was able to do things that most of us have never done, you know, at such an early age. It's unfortunate to see him still like with his head in that type of shit, rather than just enjoying your life. You know what I mean? You've done a lot of great things in the sport. You've been the face of boxing. At the end of the day, man, I wish him well. I hope that, you know, he gets his shit together. And like I said, I would like him to just go enjoy his life. You know what I mean? Go travel the world a little bit. Go do some other things and get your hands off your baby mama, man. That's just crazy. You know what I mean? You can't be doing that, and especially you can't be doing that as one of the most dangerous fighters. It's not good. You already have a record, so it's pretty shitty to see that. And I hope at the end of the day that it's not something that keeps him, you know, held back and has to do a long bid for it. But at the end of the day, you got to learn your lesson somehow at some point. So if he's not fully Muslim now, he might be by the time this shit is over with. Who knows? We'll figure that out. But again, best of luck to him. But I don't think that the Shakur Stevenson Tank Davis fight's really gonna happen. I'm really not sure that the Tank and Lamont Roach fight's still gonna happen. You know, they say that it still will, but we don't even know what's going on with Tank right now. So in my mind, you know, this is a big fight that can happen as well. You know, maybe we just give Tank some time to figure his own shit out, and we let Shakur and Lamont Roach get in there and figure out who's next for Tank. You know, I think that'd be a good deal. I don't know if Lamont Roach is willing to do that right now, because he's already in position to get that rematch. So I don't know, but I think the rematch is still on the table regardless. So I think they should fight. That's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. But again, overall, it was a great night. Great night of fights in New York. Sad to see Edgar Berlanga go out like that. Not really, but I'm just going to say that for my Puerto Rican people out there. And happy for Hamza. We'll see what he does next, and we'll see what Shakur Stevenson does next. So talk to you guys later.